Hello and welcome to the video. Going to spend an awesome weekend at Moab, Utah, going mountain biking, going hiking, but first heading down on Friday night and going to stop at Moab Brewing Company for a couple of pints and some good food, and then going to head into mountain biking and hiking on Saturday and Sunday. So it should be a great weekend. This morning I went mountain biking in Moab, and I couldn't really video because I was on a tour. And here's a couple more pictures from the trip. I had a great mountain biking tour this morning, and now I'm going to hike to the Grand Staff. Not really sure what this is, but a friend of mine recommended it, so I'm going to check it out. It looks like it's pretty popular because I had to park on the street. There's no parking in the parking lot, so should be an interesting hike. I think it's almost 6 miles round trip. Well, let's give it a shot. This trail's just outside of Moab along the Colorado River. That's the Colorado River behind me over there. The wall of red rock. It's pretty awesome. And you can see behind me over here, there's the parking lot. It's completely full. Parking lot is completely full, and looks like the views are going to be good. So let's give it a shot. About 500 feet into the trail, and I can already see this is going to be spectacular views the whole way. We're walking into a canyon here, the red rock. This is awesome. These are the kind of views I've been seeing the whole way. It's a very sandy trail, and there's a lot of dogs, but still awesome. The water levels are pretty high right now because of the spring runoff. I know in Ghostbusters they say don't cross the streams, but we got to cross the stream. This is the third time I've had to cross the stream, so hopefully I won't fall. Yeah. Made it. So I've had to cross this stream at least 6 times. Unfortunately, I didn't bring waterproof shoes. That's okay, my feet didn't get really too wet. There's rocks across most of the crossings, so feet might get a little damp, but nothing too tragic. So far it's been a beautiful hike. Lizard. See the lizard? Pretty flowers on the trail. I like the rock formations better. I gotta go up there apparently. There's more people coming down than coming up, so that's a good thing. It's later in the day though, it's around 1:30. 2 o'clock, I'm not really sure, but most people were going down as I was going up. Up until now it wasn't too steep. It's gotten a little more technical, but nothing too outlandish. So I see a lot more people going up now than I saw before. I think I just caught up to them. But that's what happens when you hike on a beautiful Saturday in May in Moab. Pressing on. How awesome this is. There's people behind me. This is Morning Glory Natural Bridge. It's hard to see how huge it is from the video, but it's supposedly the 6th largest in the world. Don't ask me what the other 5 are. I'll have to Google it. But there's people climbing up here. This thing is massive. Those are climbing ropes. Can't even get a view of it from, can't get the whole thing in.
I did it this way yesterday.
So cool. There's some climbers coming down. Wow. Probably 500 feet up there. Perhaps this is a little better view, but you still just can't get an idea of how big this thing is from the video. You have to come see it yourself. Now you got something to put on your bucket list. Scenery on the way down is just as phenomenal. Awesome trail. Now, how did that tree grow way up there? Isn't this amazing? Surrounded on 3 sides by canyon walls. And they're so cool looking. This one goes way up there. So my summary of the Grand Staff Trail in Moab, Utah is 10 out of 10. It's awesome trail. So many great views the whole way. You're walking through a canyon the whole time, and then that huge arch at the end. It's just the icing on the cake. So it's definitely worth doing. If you're gonna come here in the summer, I would come early because there's not much shade and I'm sure it's gonna get really hot. Today it's the first weekend in May, so it's not too hot at all. It's actually really nice and not as crowded. Summer probably gets really crowded. So take that for what it's worth. This wasn't too tough of a trail. It was about 2.5 miles up, about 450 feet of elevation gain, so not elevation gain, so not too much. There's a couple of parts that were a little technical, but for the most part, it wasn't too bad at all. Really, really enjoyed it. So I would highly recommend this trail. The Grand Staff Trail in Moab. Oh, and one more thing. I saw a lot of dogs on this trail. So if the dogs can do it, you can do it. So, and if you want to bring your dog, looks like it's perfectly acceptable. So there you have it. So today was a great day. Spent the morning mountain biking with rim tours, which I highly recommend. They were great rim tours. We did the courthouse loop in Moab, and even if you're a beginning mountain biker, it's perfectly good for you to do. I haven't mountain biked that much. I mean, I'm kind of a novice. Done it a few times, but they really start you from the beginning, show you how to do everything, and it's really worthwhile. It's really great. We had a guy named Brooks who was 75 years old, and he was mountain biking like a pro. He was out doing all of us, so I hope I'm that spry when I'm 75. And then I took a hike up to Grand Staff Trail, up to the Morning Glory Arch, which was amazing. Then I had a couple of really good brews at Propel Brewing Company. So that was another really good brew pub here in Moab. There's 2 that I know of, Propel and Moab Brewing Company, and they're both excellent. They're both excellent beers. And then I had Thai food for dinner at Thai Bella here in Moab, which was really good too. So if you're looking for a Thai food place in Moab, Thai Bella was really good. It was crowded, but they got you out of there pretty quickly, so it's definitely good. And now I'm back at the Airbnb, and I'm gonna call it a night, even though it's still pretty early. I'm exhausted, so that's it. Had a great day. And tomorrow, gonna head to Fisher Towers and see what that's all about. It's supposed to be amazing. Can't wait. Good morning. Today I am at Fisher Towers, which is an amazing rock formation, which I'll show you. I took some video on the drive-in, which I probably shouldn't have done because I was driving, but I did get some, so I'll show you that now, and then I'll show you the actual hike up to the towers. And the view actually from the parking lot is amazing too. I'll show you that, but here's some video from the drive. So here I am in the parking lot, and I believe those are the Fisher Towers right there, but we can walk up to them. It's like a 2.5 mile hike, I think. About to find out, but the view from the parking lot is just amazing. I mean, look at this. I just love this area. The red rock is amazing. And that's the Colorado River down there. So let's try the hike. Here we go. Some really cool rock formations here. It's 9 o'clock Sunday morning. It's not too crowded. A few people here. Let's press on. So cool. This hike's definitely more strenuous than the one I did yesterday, but I think it's also shorter. But the views are spectacular. It almost looks like a statue up there. The rock formations are just incredible. Just look at these monoliths. They're huge. I can't even begin to describe how big these things are. I believe this one's called the Titan, for good reason. Gigantic. Can't even get it in the whole frame. There's people climbing over there. That's not so bad. I can't imagine trying to climb that though. Although what I've heard people do, that just looks terrifying. I've seen some spectacular things in my life, but this is just blowing me away. It's just so amazing. I love it here. Came around that corner over there, and there's another whole canyon over here. Wow, this place just keeps getting better. This goes all the way up there. And all the way down there. That's just dizzying. Dizzying. Look how sheer these walls are. Gotta go down this ladder and then up that side. Oh, cool. There's a third canyon over here. These may all start looking the same on the video, and I apologize for that if they do, but when you're experiencing it for real, they're all pretty unique. Look at that in the background. Wow. Also, this goes down. There's the canyon floor right there. Awesome. More cool formations further along the trail. Nothing compares to these though. Amazing. Near the top, this is what's out the left side, and this is what's out the right side. How amazing. And my car is way down there. Yay. I'll give you $5 if you can read the license plate from here. .360-degree view up here.
Sweaty, now it's cold.
Heading back down the trail. I think the views this way are going to be just as spectacular because I'm going to get to see the things from a different angle and coming from above, so this ought to be great. One more shot of some of the towers before I head to the bottom. I just think that is really cool. Okay, heading down to the bottom. Well, that was an excellent end to an excellent weekend. Fisher Towers Trail was mind-blowingly beautiful. I've never seen anything like it. So if you're in the Moab area, it's a must-do, I would say. And in general, Moab is a place to be. If you haven't been here, you should put it on your bucket list because there's just so many great things to see. It's right next to 2 national parks, Arches and Canyonlands, plus there's 3 other national parks within a few hours drive, Bryce Canyon, Zion, and Capitol Reef. And as you've seen from what I've done this weekend, there are so many spectacular things that aren't national parks that are in this area. Plus the town itself is really cool. So definitely put it on your bucket list if you've never been here. But it was a great weekend. Time to take about the 4-hour drive back home. Burned a lot of calories this weekend, so I'm going to go eat something completely unhealthy for lunch and then head back home. But it was an awesome weekend in Moab. Definitely going to be coming back sometime soon.